Hi!
Hi.
Today we're going to teach you how to make macarons. Is it called macrons or macaroons?
It's called macarons.
Why is it called macarons and what's a macaroon?
So a macaroon is like a tiny ball rolled in coconut, and it's like a coconut cookie. And a macaron is like shell, frosting shell.
So what we're going to be making today is called a macaron.
A macaron.
Okay. So step one.
So we just washed our hands and we're ready to start.
Yes.
Step one
Is to mix 1 cup of almond flour and 2 cups of powdered sugar into this thing.
It's a sifter. So this is like a kind that my grandma gave me. And so like it has like this like kind of net. You probably can't see it on camera. But it has a net. And it has like a ring. And you just stir this and it makes a weird noise. But it like presses like the flour down. And then it takes away those blobs.
So it just makes it nice and smooth. So this is what almond flour is. And then powdered sugar. So 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1 cup of almond flour, and we'll put it in the sifter.
So this is what we got from all of that, and we do not want these in here. So we got all of it done, and now we're just going to set this aside.
Yep.
And these egg whites have been
The next step is 3 egg whites, and they have to be room temperature.
And egg whites are like, you have to take out the yellow part, which is called the yolk, and then have all the other stuff, which are called egg whites, and you let them sit until room temperature. So
Have we ever put them in the microwave and gotten them too warm?
yes, and then those ones get so runny, and they don't like it.
So if anything, we've had them a little colder, and that actually seems to work fine, but you don't...
Well, like you don't want it to be cold, or else it's like a flour bone, kind of.
Yeah, so you want room temperature 3 egg whites, and we're going to mix it with 1/4 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar, and we also put a pinch of salt in.
1 pinch.
And we are going to blend that until it's foamy. And this is what it looks like when it's foamy.
So this is what soft peaks are supposed to look like. So now we have the cameraman, aka my brother, and now we got our color that we want, and it's stiff peaks. This is what we want.
So with this next step, we're going to take our mixture of...
That we made the first step that we did.
That we sifted, and we're going to fold it into this teal mixture using a method called the
macaron fold.
And we'll describe that in our next scene. Okay, so we've been folding this in sections. This is our 3rd round of putting the powder mixture in. And Bryn's going to show you what the macaron fold is. You can start. So you want to fold it in, and your most important thing is to try to get the air bubbles out. So you stir up.
And the air bubbles are like tiny, like bubbles. Like if you probably can't see it on camera, but if you can, like you can see
some. Yep. And so when she pushes the spatula down like that and flattens it, that's the macaron fold. And so we're going to keep doing that until all the powder is mixed up.
It's done, and this is how you can make sure it's done.
Yep, that's the consistency we want.
Like, kind of like lava.
And now we're going to load it into our piping bag with a rounded tip. And that'll be our next step. All right, we have it in the piping bag.
And you want to fold it so it doesn't come shooting out.
Until you're ready. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put it onto this plastic sheet. And we have realized that you need this because it holds in the shape really good, because what happened when we used parchment paper?
It just smeared all over and you don't know the right size, and then like
It just didn't work.
yeah.
So we'll lay this onto our pan, and we will show you how we pipe it on. All right, now we have all our circles filled.
So now we're just going to bang the pan 4 to 5 times. So you just kind of drop it.
And what does that do?
It just brings the air bubbles up on the top and it pops them.
Okay, so why don't you do that?
I want to do 5 because I feel like it has a few air bubbles in it.
Okay.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see that brought some of the air bubbles up. And now we're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes until there forms just like a thin kind of skin over the top of them where if you touch it, your finger wouldn't get dirty. So now we'll wait 30 minutes.
see you later.
Okay, so these have been sitting for about 30 minutes.
And there's some that have been together.
Yep, some of them spilled over.
So you can kind of cut it like this.
Yep, so you'll want to separate them before you put them into the oven. And once we do that, you can kind of see in this one that there is a hard shell formed over the top, and that's what you want. And then we'll put them in the oven at 275 for between 18 and 22 minutes. You want them to be not undercooked, but you don't want them to get burnt because they'll start showing a brown color. So you kind of have to watch them pretty carefully, and about 20 minutes is probably the right amount of time.
So now we're going to make the buttercream while our cookies are in the oven. Well, not cookies.
Macrons.
The shells.
So everybody has their own buttercream recipe, and we're actually going to try a new one today that we found on Pinterest. And it's 1 cup of butter, 4 cups of powdered sugar,
1 1/3 cup heavy cream,
and 2 teaspoons
of
vanilla. And then we're going to put it in our piping bag.
and we have this cool tip. Cool tip.
And so we'll let you know how the consistency is supposed to look once we get it mixed up.
So this is the consistency that you want.
Because we want it thick enough that it doesn't just get runny when we
Pipe
frost
it. You want it thick.
And this would also be a good time to put food coloring in if you want.
If you want.
Okay, so we just took them out of the oven.
And they might be a little like this, like with those little lines, you can tell that there's a shell.
Yep. And these things at the bottom are
Like
called
these?
the feet.
Like
And that
these kind of bubble parts.
is what you want to see. So that looks really good. And I usually tend to undercook them and then they get gooey. But I think I got it right this time. It ended up being about 21 minutes. And now I'm going to really let them cool in the pan. I'm going to let them cool for like 20 minutes in here. Because I learned that if you take them out where they're still warm.
Then they stick to this sheet and it'll just kind of like rip them up.
Yep, and it's not good.
And there's goo on that button.
Yep.
So.
All right, so we took a couple of them off, so we'll frost them. They are a little bit underdone. They're a little bit sticky, but they'll still work. So Bryn...
They're just going to be really chewy macarons, and those are really good.
Yep. So we have our frosting. We did a little bit of a...
Tie-dye.
Tie-dye.
But you guys don't have to do that.
No, that's an advanced move.
Yeah.
So now Bryn...
And we weren't even sure if it was going to work.
No, but now Bryn's going to frost.
And see, it's tie-dye.
Yep, so put tons of frosting in there.
Yeah, a lot of frosting. Ooh.
And then she'll put the top on. All right, and there you go, a French macaron.
So now we've made our macarons. We stack them out.
Yep,
We have to fill 2 2 plates.
We hope that you enjoyed making macrons with us.
And I hope yours turned out.
And if they didn't, how long have we been trying to make these work? That's okay.
My dog will eat that one.
This is like over a year's worth of work, and this is probably our 15th or 20th batch. Anyway.
Our 17th or something.
Yeah, so they sometimes don't turn out, but sometimes they do. Thank you for watching this with us. We would also like to do a special thank you to our cameraman.
My brother.
Come on over, Austin. Thank you for being the
He's also in this
cameraman.
And the person who's making this all into the video, our cousin, Hunter, but he is not here.
But thank you, Hunter, for putting this together for us.
Join us next week for banana bread.
Maybe.